Not everyone understands this, but I live in a multi-generational home. 3 generations under one roof. And honestly, it's not perfect, but it works. I live with my one daughter and my granddaughter, who is now 12. And somewhere along the way, this didn't just become a living situation, it became a way of life. For me, the biggest thing this gives me is purpose. I'm not just living in the home, I'm part of the home. I have a role. I matter in the everyday life of this family. And at this stage of life, that means more than I ever thought it would. Financially, it makes life easier for both me and my daughter. We share the load instead of carrying it alone. And that takes pressure off in a world that feels expensive and heavy. For my granddaughter, she comes home and someone is there, not a stranger, not a daycare, but family. There's consistency and routine in her life, and someone to say, "How was your day? Homework first. Let's eat, or let's talk." That matters more than people realize. For my daughter, she can go to work without worrying about what is happening at home. No rushing, no stress about daycare, and no, what am I making for supper tonight? Because she knows someone's holding things together at home. And that's what this really is, a partnership. We each have our roles. We carry part of the we both carry part of the responsibility, and together we make it work. Now, let's be honest, it's not always easy. I don't always get things done my way, and that can be hard because I've lived a full life. I have my own beliefs, my own ways of doing things, but this is her child, not mine. So I've had to learn to step back, to respect her parenting, even when I don't fully agree. And that takes growth. That takes humility. And sometimes it takes biting your tongue. But when I really look at it, the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages for all of us. Now, there is one thing I've thought about. What if someday I decide to date or meet someone? Because let's be real, that changes everything. Not just for me, but for everyone in this house. And that's not something you just slide into. That would take real conversations, honesty, and decisions made together. But that's not where I am right now. And I've learned something in life. You don't always solve tomorrow's problems today. You face them when they come. This life, it may not be for everyone. Some people need space. Some people want independence in a different way. But for me, this works. I have purpose. I have connection. I have a role in something bigger than just myself. And at 68, I'm not just living alone, I'm living with meaning. And maybe that's what we're all really looking for. Not just a place to live, but a place where we belong.